we are so accustomed to just be scared, of the new, right? I'm gonna do this, even with money. I'm gonna make money because I no longer wanna be poor. I don't wanna freak out about paying my bills. And that's why I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make money. But that is from a place of scarcity, because that's what we learned all this year, to be afraid and to be scared. And to only go, I think I talked with you guys at this before, like to only do something when the fire on the candle is on our fingers, when it actually burning, like it melt all the way to the fingers, and now I'm gonna, you know, get off my butt and do something about it, right? So what happens is, and I see it over and over again in this field, is like how to take those little shortcuts and how to like, oh, I'm gonna make $7,000 next month and I'm gonna make $10,000 next month. But I didn't even tell people that I'm a coach. So how I look at that is like, we try to skip some steps in order to be successful. And that could happen, like that could happen by accident. But it's never sustainable. Why? Because we didn't stabilize who we are and what we are doing. So when I say do the P100, I'm not saying just to piss you off and to like, oh my God, if she said that one more time, I swear to God. No, I'm gonna say it because it's repetition. And it's repetition, and it's helping me and you, and I want to believe everyone, to like really build a strong foundation. Because from being scared to being successful, if I don't learn how to build a strong foundation, my business is gonna crash. So it's not about getting $1 million in a second year of being a coach. It's about learning how to consistently make money as a coach. It doesn't matter if it's $1,000 a month or if it's $10,000. It's consistently making money every month. That's how I build my foundation. And it, for everybody, looks different. Maybe I need to make $1,000 a month for 6 months before I increase my fees. Before I go to the next level, I say, hey, I need to make, you know, $6,000. And maybe I need to stay in a space to make 6-figure from coaching more than a year. Maybe I need 2 years. Maybe I need 7 before I jump to $1 million, because everybody's foundation looks differently. This was very clear to me because one of my coaches, of course, pointed on me that I tried to skip some steps. And because it was unstable, and we are smart and sophisticated enough to avoid the unstable points and find other strategies, and they actually work. But are they sustainable? Most likely not. Why? Because it's like building a house on no foundation. So if you want to take something from today, being curious, what is it, the foundation that you are building? Or let's start with, are you building a foundation? Or are you already looking like how to do your 5th floor and your roof? But if you feel that you're not on the foundation and that it's solid, that's great. But if your foundation is already built, it's just to look back. Is it a stable foundation? Is it wide enough that could hold? Is it deep enough that could hold whatever the hell I want to create? Like, am I like to hold my, I don't know, 100 stories building? I mean, we are all accustomed to talking about vision and what is it that you desire and where you go and whatever. It's like, but how much do we talk like, what are you building on? Because right now we are building on all the bullshit that we grow up with. We are building on fears, we are building on insecurities, on scarcities, or on poor self-worth. That's what we are building on. And that's why it doesn't stick. I mean, there is like tricks and tips, and like we could do this and we could do that. Like, yeah, we could do all that, but they're not sustainable. They're just like, like little sparks here, there. But do we have like a solid fire? I want to invite you to just journal a little bit, like what's your foundation? How strong your foundation is? Where is it shaking? Or where it's unstable? What are the points they need a little bit more support? We are keep talking about investing in our business, but we have no business if we don't invest in our foundation. And that's why we keep going back to habits, keep going back to commitment, keep going back to how your calendar looks like. This is fundamental stuff. We can't skip it. I know we are eager to be all millionaires and to help a million people and to change the motherfucking world. I know we are all eager for that, but we can't skip the foundation. So what do you eat every day? Do you rest enough? Like, this is fundamental stuff. Are you happy with yourself? Do you still judge yourself in the mirror? What are the shit that you want to tell to your kid, to your husband, to your boyfriend, and you're afraid to say? Like, those are fundamental stuff that we are really good at hiding them, because it's like, oh, I'm busy, I'm building a business, I need to get more clients, I'm launching a new program, but I didn't have the uncomfortable conversation with my husband. And then to realize that you actually have that uncomfortable conversation, and so much freedom, and it's so much pain that get to be released, because everything that we want to say and we are not saying it, it's actually pain. And keep that in mind when you look at your clients, like who's buying, if they're buying, if they're not buying. We have no idea what's happening in their life. We don't. I'm here to say, well, I know a little bit about all of you, but do I really know? No, I know shit about anybody. And I don't know if you show up here out of pain, or did you show up here out of pleasure, like you're excited to be here, or you are in such uncomfortable space that this is an escape. I don't know. But that's something that I do as a client, is like, how do I show up and why do I show up? What's driving me to show up? I have a master call the other day, and I recognized that I wanted to record this thing that I successfully procrastinate on. And I'm like, oh, I need to be on this call. I want to be live on the call. I'm not going to do just the replay. So I was actually hiding from my own shit that I commit to do, to keep myself busy. Oh, but I invest in this, I should be here. It's like, no, I have access to replay. I don't need to be there. Recording my thing was way more important than me showing up in that masterclass. But I show up in that masterclass because it was such a perfect strategy to hide and to justify myself that I invest money and I need to be there and this is important. And it's, I like when my clients are live, I should be live. And oh my God, like all the reasons were like, I aced them all and my program didn't get recorded. And then I feel bad about myself, right? And it's a whole dance that we do. We're doing that to ourselves.